Hello. Thank you. Good morning, Madam Vice President. I'm from China. Speaking about the food security, my grandfather, even my parents, their generation, they all have the memory of hunger. They don't have enough to eat. So, but now, thank you. But now China have pretty much solved this poverty and hunger problem. So, what if both countries will enhance the cooperation in this field? I think for sure China will provide a lot of help, and experience also lessons. So, what do you think the future perspective for the cooperation between the Philippines and China in the poverty reduction and to solve the food security problem? What is the future? What do you think of the future will be? Thank you.
Philippines.
Yes.
Poverty, hunger.
Yes. Well, I see, sir, that in the People's Republic of China, there is really a plan on how to uplift the citizens from poverty, and that is very important, that there is a plan by government on how to address poverty, not just by band-aid solutions, but long-term solutions to poverty. The first one is you have to have a plan, and then number two, you have to invest in education. I truly believe that the primary solution to poverty is education. And not just the education that we see now, but modernization of education as well. It has to evolve with the changing times. And then next is food security. It is important that the state invests in modernization and assisted farming. So sa una po, initially, it has to be that the state is involved in providing the necessary capital to the farmers to give them the startup. And then it has to be state farming as well, so that we get to use all the available lands, not just 1 or 2 hectares of private lands. It has to be all available lands for agriculture. It must be, the government must invest in farming.
Thank you, Vice President. May nag-text din dito, 3 people. What is kasi sabi niya na, millions of people in the Philippines today suffer from all kinds of crises, political, economic crisis. We have also the flood control crisis. Ano naman ang personal worst crisis that you have experienced personally or professionally, and how did you cope ho, ma'am, and what lessons can we learn from the way you cope ho? Kasi maraming crisis sa Pilipinas ngayon. Everyday na lang sa news front page, puro political crisis, corruption crisis, flood control crisis, food crisis. Sorry, ma'am.
Sa akin, ang personal crisis ko is aging.
Don't look.
Yan siguro yung masasabi ko na personal crisis, yung aging. Kasi unang-una, mahirap na magbawas ng timbang kapag may edad ka na, at syempre kailangan mo magbawas ng timbang dahil mahalaga yung cardiovascular health, no? Na hindi ka ma-stroke, hindi ka ma-heart attack dahil may edad ka na. Pangalawa, kung napapansin nyo, nauubos na yung buhok ko. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Everyday na maligo ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo, siguro mga sobra 50 ang nahuhulog na buhok sa ulo ko. Tapos, alam ko yon kasi, di ba, nag-shampoo tayo, Tapos, pag ganun mo, sasama lahat yon, di ba? Tapos, nilalagay ko sa tiles yun sa wall. Ganyan, dinidikit ko siya. Tapos pagkatapos ko maligo, nililinis ko siya, tapos tinitingnan ko. Na-stress, siguro na-stress ka na nga, kaya nahulog ang buhok mo. Na-stress ka pa kasi nahuhulog yung... So yan yung crisis natin, sir. Aging po ang crisis. Tapos, syempre kapag may edad ka na, mabagal ka na gumalaw. Napansin ko yon. Medyo hindi na siya abtik. Hindi na abtik ba? Snappy yung galaw. Napansin ko din yon kasi nagmumotor ako. Tapos, yung reflexes ko ba, mabagal na siya. May chance na pwede kang madisgrasya kasi hindi na yung hand-eye coordination, lahat yon hindi na siya mabilis. So, personal crisis, aging. Kung merong fountain of youth, hinahanap yon ng mga nagkakaedad. Tapos, professional crisis, yung naging vice president ako, sir. Tapos, I was serving in the cabinet of BBM. At nagtataka ako, bakit ako inaatake? Wala naman akong ginagawa. Nagtatrabaho lang ako. And yun yung commitment ko din, noong nangangampanya ako, commitment ko sa bayan, na I will serve the country faithfully. Pero, kahit nakaupo ako as cabinet secretary sa Department of Education, tapos sa Office of the Vice President, ang ginagawa nila, nagro-roll out lang ng project, inaatake ako ng administrasyon. Yun yung professional crisis na daanan ko na nagtaka ako. Took me it took me a while to realize my worth and value as a government official na hindi dapat ganito ang ginagawa sa akin kasi wala naman akong ginagawang masama sa administrasyon man, kay BBM man o kahit kanino man. Kaya medyo tumagal din ng ilang buwan bago ako nag-decide na hindi tama yung ginagawa sa akin, hindi tama yung ginagawa sa opisina na kung saan ako nakaupo at I will not endure yung ganon at hindi din ako parang hihingi ng some sort of peace na parang wag ninyong gawin sa akin ito. Ang desisyon ko was, aalis ako, ituloy niyo lang kung ano yung gusto niyong gawin.
Very, very unique ang sinabi niyo. Ha? Very inspiring. We should take care of our aging process. Ang galing, saka professional, magandang advice yun mga sinabi niyo, ma'am. But you don't look like a person who's aging. Kasi,
sir, siguro ang vitamins ko,
yes,
ang maintenance ko isa lang.
Yes,
ang vitamins ko 1,000.
Wow. So take vitamins, don't forget.
Vitamins ko 1 piraso lang. Ay ang maintenance ko 1 piraso lang. Ang vitamins ko 1,000 yan. Kung ano-ano nang iniinom ko para mapigilan lang yung aging.
Thank you very much, ma'am.